Hey guys, so got these Pittsburgh, I call them pick tools. Picked these up at Harbor Freight for like $2, super cheap, and I've used them for quite a while. When I'm at work, I try to learn everything I possibly can. I was working with some guys that did phones, and they used these to pick the wires out of the frame, and the frame could have thousands and thousands of wires on it. I was learning how to do phones, and they used these, and I thought I could find a use for that. I kind of like those. So when I saw Harbor Freight had them, I picked up a set. One of my hobbies is restoring old radios. And this is an old Zenith from the 50s, April 1955. I only work on Zenith radios, by the way. Capacitors don't have a long life, and they most certainly don't have a 65-year life. So before I can use this radio, I've got to replace these capacitors. Well, you can see that it's this deep, and when you're done, none of the wires could be touching each other. This is a point-to-point wiring system. So this lets me grab a hold of stuff down in there and pull it out of the way. Now I've got schematics for this, so I can find all the parts, but I still like to go in and find the part before I take it out and find out the ratings. So I use this, and that's wax, believe it or not. And as I scrape that, it'll warm up a little bit and flake off. So that uncovers the rating. This one is 0.02 microfarads, 400 volts. I kind of cross-check schematics with what's actually in the radio. And you clear this off, you can see that. So that works good. And as you can see, I needed to pull stuff out of the way so I can get to the part that I want. So I can unsolder that, replace it, make sure none of the wires touch, put it back in there. So these are a lifesaver for that. My fingers would not do near as good a job of that. And they most certainly scrape that wax off better than my fingernails will, because it gets under your fingernails. Very handy tools for things like this. I can see these being used for crafts. I learned about these, using them to pick wires out of a frame. On a frame, there'll be a bundle of wires like this, and they're loose. They're not tight, they're loose. So you start tracing a wire, you can stick this in the bundle and pull out a single wire. But they work excellent for this type of stuff too. I'm sure there's hundreds of different uses. This is what I use them for. But they're a lot thinner. They get in a lot of places my fingers can't. So to me, that's a big advantage. Okay, so cheap tool. $2, more than pays for itself with the convenience of working in tight spaces like this. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.